Narayana. Respected sadhakas, welcome. It is a delight to have your company, to have this satsangas every day. Mind you, the Laukika Vyavahara or Adhyatmika Sadhana can be done effectively, giving joy while doing itself, and also great result when we do the sadhanas very well. All our sadhanas doing very well depends on our faculties. All the three, the antakarana, the indriyas, and the deha. Mainly the deha and mana. Whenever the body and the mind are inflicted with their own respective problems or diseases, body with its own ailments, diseases, weaknesses, continuous constant, mind with its own variety of inflictions of the reactions, the raga deshas, such personality is most ineffective for spiritual sadhana, so to live life decently. Because always frustrated at the mind level, diseased at the body level. Then what is that which gives the mind a peace, a balance required to pursue life and spirituality beautifully? And also what is that which keeps our body also healthy, long living and strong is along with the bodily habits, also the mind's little disciplines. What is third thing required is doing as many as possible the upasana karmas and the punya karmas. The more we do the punya karma, when we are able to do with resources, that punya from the people who are receiving our punya comes as their blessings, and that helps a lot in having a good body. The ashirvadas you also give to someone who does good work or does namaskar, जीते रहो जुग जुग जियो, खुशी से रहना, स्वस्थ रहो. Is it not? We do. So too we should get blessings from people by doing punya. Then the body is healthy. If we get the curse from people by doing papa, our body will be non-cooperative to live a healthy, decent life, nor also to conduct ourselves in the world. Even living also becomes a very big burden. And such bodied person, how can he do sadhana? In the same way, when the lot of upasanas are done, punya done by Guru Bhagavat Kripa, mind also is kept in good condition, conducive for our proper a smiling life in the world. Always angry, cranky, frustrated, not a moment smiling, always in a dejected mood. Many of the people are like that. They are being cursed by their own papa. And such people, how can they be deep, sincere in studying Shastras or doing any of this sadhana? Nahi ho sakta. On the other hand, when we have done good upasanas, punyam, the Bhagavad Guru Kurva makes our mind stronger, energetic, full of that zest and enthusiasm. With that, every life's aspects can be lived well, every sadhanas can be done well, and then our study of Shastra, all that also becomes decent enough. So let us not neglect that aspect of life of managing our body and mind, which are the only equipments for our sadhana. Okay, senses and intellect all included. So उपाधियों को according to Vedanta अनात्मा के रूप में we may reject it माया के रूप में, but that is totally a different context. In the pursuit of absolute truth, that is done there. But to reach us to those shores of spirituality, make us involve, grasp the things. Other than these upadhis, what else you have? We have. यही तो है हमारे लिए आधार. Therefore, that is a healthy way of detachment from the upadhis for knowing truth. But before that, managing the upadhis, loving our own upadhis, then making correct use of those upadhis for our sadhana is the most essential thing, just like Maya. So always need not fight with Maya saying that it is negative. The entire world again of our parents, friends, relations, objects around, again these upadhis, are they not given by the Prakriti, the Maya only? Then without that, can we live life even a moment? Is it not? It is we not knowing this krupa of the Maya, Jaganmata, and not knowing how to rightly use them. We only misuse all of that. Then we curse the Mata or the Prakriti. No, everything is divine in this world. Everything has its own value. Recognizing the importance and value of them, using them in that right purpose is the most intelligent intelligent aspect of the human beings. So let us also know these things and then manage ourselves living life in such a manner neither the outer world nor the Prakriti nor Bhagavan nor our own upadhis are an obstruction or hindrance or liability to live a good life outside, to live a good spiritual life inside. Very, very essential. तो आज से उपासना प्रार्थना पुण्य कर्म बढ़ाओ so that not only the body is healthy long living, even the mind intellect also. Mind also sometimes is comparatively relatively good. But intellect, if that intellect is not sufficiently subtle, sufficiently sharp, can it grasp the higher, greater truths? Even though we are innocently, honestly attending to all the Upanishadic Pauranika classes. So for intellect's uh, fitness, the mind's fitness, body's cooperation, senses to be intact. It's all given by the divine, given by the Prakriti. Therefore, always be in good terms with them. The divine and Prakriti, expressing in the form of the world of things and beings in front of us. Therefore, conduct life in a beautiful manner with them, in a harmonious manner, in a loving manner, with only one attitude. Ki because of me, nobody should suffer. No thing should suffer. In this attitude, becoming sensitive, when we express through our mind, speech, and actions, Shastrokta Ritya properly, then we are not incurring sin, which otherwise affects our faculties, makes them ineffective in pursuing our outer inner life. On the other hand, if decently good quantity of upasana punya done, the punya phala as an anugraha from the entire world and God and Prakriti comes to protect our upadhis so that they won't become obstacle, they become an asset. Imagine for 100 years healthy life, no problem. All the time mind is in joyful, cheerful, inspired mood. Intellect is very good, very sharp. He is able to grasp all the things which are studied. Imagine by now, in our age, whatever, we would have studied all Shastras and grasped all the beautiful knowledge given by that. Attending to Guru's Satsangas, all the great thoughts given by the Guru, we would have got them by now. Right now, also, nothing delayed. At right now onwards, valuing the people around, valuing the divine, when we live decently in a proper relation, then we are given better equipments, better circumstances, better relations around, where all of them become conducive and helpful for our spiritual evolution. It is in our hands. We have to seek. Born in a very good orthodox spiritual family, to be born with a very good body, healthy, to be getting all our antakaranas, indriyas, so good and sharp, is it not? And all the company around must be very loving to us. So to getting such nice gurus who love us and guide like the parents. आप हम सबका अगला जन्म ऐसा होना चाहिए. इस जन्म का जो हुआ सो हुआ. फिर उसके लिए बाकी समय में जो भी उपासना करनी, तपस्या, पूजा, पुण्यम, दान धर्मादि, do all of them as much as possible. Waste not a moment. Something or the other, either related to truth or related to God or related to upasana or the punya, should keep on happening through us. Even though the circumstances have their own things to present, conducive, non-conducive. Even the deha, and it is too difficult to manage, continue. With whatever ill health little bit is there, पेट दर्द, पीठ दर्द, सर दर्द, ये सब जिंदगी में चलते रहते हैं. If we have done lot of such things which invoke this, so that all are tests. So what? उसको चलाते हुए ओम नमो नारायण, ओम नमः शिवाय, ऐसा कोई ना कोई भगवान का नाम चलता रहे. प्रार्थना सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट. क्षमा करो भगवान. Today we will see in Adhyatma Ramayanam, in that Chandra Rishi's teachings, how the Jiva with folded hands, when he is in the stomach, going through that Jatara Agni Jwala Tapanam, prays to the God. That way we have to pray. Then all will be fine. And sadhana need not be suffering. The two suffering sadhana are one, tough sadhana taking up and doing. Second is what? The faculties themselves are so problematic that we are suffering at the faculties level itself. The first one is accepted, the tough sadhanas we are doing. But the second one, why our faculty should be so troublesome? They can be managed through punya. Shariram me vicharshanam, jihva me madhumattama, karnabhyam bhuri vishruvam. Is it not sthirairangai tushtuvam sahatanubhi vyashema devahitam yadayo shanno astu dvipade sham chatushpade. These are all mantras asking the divine to keep our faculties intact, healthy, so that our sadhana is also a joyful doing. Not struggling half of the attention, going in struggling to maintain the faculties only. Any vehicle is so, no? We have to travel some kilometers distance, some pilgrimages you have to go. You have taken the car, 5 दिन का ट्रिप है. अब हर आधे दिन में 2 घंटे में गाड़ी कुछ ना कुछ तकलीफ दे रहा है. सो देन डू यू एंजॉय द ट्रिप? है ना? समटाइम दिस गॉन दैट गॉन. But if the car is intact, smooth, not given any trouble, you will really enjoy a trip. So too our faculties are our vehicles through which this pilgrimage of spiritual sadhana we have to do. So they have to be really good. May God's gurus bless us. May whomever we have troubled, because of which their curses are troubling our body, may all of them forgive us. From today onwards, let us do some Gupta Dana. गुप्ता जी को दान में नहीं देना. Is whomever I have troubled in my this or earlier life, whose curses are awaiting to come as troubles, problems to me at any level of my personality. Oh Lord, देखो, this is my dana there, so that those papa tapa santapa are reduced, are removed. ऐसे जाकर कोई मंदिर में प्रणाम करके उस संकल्प से कुछ दक्षिणा. In the same way, some annadanam, etc. Just casually go to railway station, take some 100 paratha, then distribute to those 40, 50, 60 people. बस भगवान जो भी पाप किया कुछ है तो क्षमा करे. My spiritual sadhana should be without any obstacle, hindrance, because of the problems, shortcomings in the upadhis or the troubles created by any people around. It will be very effective. It is useful and it is to be done, must be done, ought to be done. So may all our faculties throughout life be fully fit, so that not even one day sadhana we suffer, every day sadhana we enjoy. Let us join our today's sadhanas of studying Bhagavatam Mahapurana, Dwadasha Skandham, Sutaji's teachings continues to Shaunakadi, few more slokas. Then in the 10th Skandha, the Rukmini Sandesha to Lord Krishna. Before that, Bhagavan Krishna's only in those 4 5 slokas, through that Brahmana Deva giving us some Upadesh. Then in Adhyatma Ramayanam, we started seeing yesterday the Rishi Chandra teaching systematically, step by step, how we get lost in samsara. So, deha moolam idam dukkham, deha karmena vartate. See how systematically one by one karmana deha prapnoti. Then karma is because of avidya. Ahankara is anadi, is avidya janita. And how today we will see that chit chaya in the ahankara makes that aham enlivened. Identified with that, the body becomes active. And because of this amalgamation of the chidabhasa with aham, sorry, deha, ahankara, the pure atma also appears to be as if identified with the deha adi. What a fantastic teaching of das Pandra Shlok. Thereafter, Jiva Janma in the womb of mother systematically explained. Thereafter, what Jiva prays to God when he is in the womb, takes the sankalpa, all that are taught. In spite of that, after birth, what nonsense life we live, Chandra Rishi never tells. He says, Oh Jeta, oh Sampati, you know all that. I need not tell what nautanki you have done after the birth. A very good topics. Then in the Ashtalakshmi, Ashtotaras, first Mahalakshmi's Ashtotara we chant today. Let us be in that joyful meditative mood, taking all this as opportunity given by the Lord. Enjoy, having the feeling that in and through this class, Bhagavan, Paramatma in all avatars, all the Bhagavata Acharyas are very much there, blessing all of us, taking care of us, guiding us in that feeling, in a relaxed, joyful mood. Let us do our classes. Start. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sachidanandarupaya Vishwatpatyadihetave Tapatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratascha अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमहं प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः। ओं परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय सुखब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुने शौनकाय ऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनाय ऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादि ऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादि नवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हैग्रीवादि गुरुभ्यो आदि पराशक्तिमात्रे माता पितृदेवताभ्यो अद्य शंकराचार्यादि गुरुभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातु अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं तत्कृतकङ्कणबद्ध समस्त साधक सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान-पुनर्जागरण-विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं तत्कृत कङ्कणबद्धसमस्तसाधकभक्तसेवकोपासकानाम् आयुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यश्रद्धाभक्त्यादि समस्त सत्सम्पदा सत्साधना सत्शक्तीनां सानुकूल्यतानां सिद्धिद्वारा अस्माकं धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये विघ्न शत्रु निवारण द्वारा दिग्विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य द्वादश स्कंदस्य दशम स्कंदस्यामि पारायण अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ द्वादश स्कंदः ओम श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं द्वादश स्कंदः ओम आभासश्च निरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसेयते स आश्रयः परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति शब्दते ओम अथ षष्ठोऽध्यायः. Let us chant one mantra number 28. ओम इत्युक्तः स तथेत्याह महर्षेर्मानयन् वचः सर्पसत्रादुपरतः पूजयामास वाक्पतिं सैषा विष्णोर्महामाया अबाध्यया लक्षणायया मुह्यन्त्यस्यैवात्मभूताः भूतेषु गुणवृत्तिभिः न यत्र दम्भीत्यभया विराजिता मायात्मवादे सकृतात्मवादिभिः न यद्विवादो विविधस्तदाश्रयः मनश्च सङ्कल्पविकल्पवृत्ति यतो न यत्र सृज्यं सृजतो भयोः परं श्रेयश्च जीवस्त्रिभिरन्वितस्त्वहं तदेतदुत्सादितबाध्यबाधकं निषिध्य चोर्मेण विरमेत स्वयं मुनिः परं पदं वैष्णवमामनन्ति तद् यन्नेति नेतीत्यतदुत्सिसृक्षवः विसृज्य दौरात्म्यमनन्यसौहृदाः हृदोपगुह्यावसितं समाहितैः तैतदधिगच्छन्ति विष्णोर्यत्परमं पदम् अहं ममेति दौर्जन्यं न येषां देहगेहजम् अतिवादान् स्थितिक्षेत नावमन्येत कञ्चन न चेमं देहमाश्रित्य वैरं कुर्वेत केनचितो नमो भगवते तस्मै कृष्णाय कुण्ठमेधसे यत्पादाम्बुरुहध्यानात् संहिताम् अध्यगाम् इमाम्. ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, what we are studying, the teachings of Sutha Mahamuni to Shaunakadi are the essence of all Bhagavatam, essence of what glorious spiritual life he is living, and essence of important sadhanas to be understood and done so that we come out of the clutches created in our life because of the Maya and experience the divinity. Such portions again and again have to be reflected upon. Essence has to be remembered, and what is taught there to be done, that we have to practice to help ourselves. So, having seen what happened to Parikshit and what Janamejaya has done, how Brahaspatiji has come and stopped Janamejaya by giving some beautiful tips and wisdoms, stopped in from that Sarpayag. Sutaji now taking all those as the means, giving great Upadesha to Shaunakadi Muni. So, in that already he said, first thing, Sa Esha Vishnoho Mahamaya. Yaya Abadhyaya, then अलक्षणा सा या लक्षणा यया बाध्यया मुह्यन्ति अस्य एव आत्मभूताः भूतेषु गुणवृत्तिभिः. So the main sentence is this, very important. We being the same Parabrahma Paramatma, yet that Paramatma's Maya only binds us by binding us to the Upatitadatmya as well as making us take the world as real, and for the sake of some or the other objects or so, we create problems to ourselves by developing the enmity or the fighting with the world around. Mahamaya of the Vishnu. Then in the next four slokas, how the Maya functions while telling that itself, this Maya is not there in the Lord. By telling it this way, to realize the Lord, these things which we ourselves by giving value involved in our life, included in our life, by devaluing them, we have to slowly eliminate them from our life, this sadhana of Vyatireka, Sutaji is very subtly in an underlined manner indicating to us. If we can be subtle like Shaunakadi Rishi, these lessons are caught by us. Yesterday we saw the two beautiful shlokas, Nayatradambi Ityadin. So to Nayatra Srujyam, Srujata, Ubayoho Param Shreyaha, then Tribhi Anvitaha Aham Jivaha. So the Sattva Rajas Tamo Guna Bandha Jiva. Jagra Swapna Sushupti Anubhuti getting Jiva. Or the Kamana Karma Karma Phala Bhoga Triputi. Say caught Jiva. Or Jnata Jnanam Gneyam in this Triputi form, living in Jiva, is not there in Paramatma. So too, Karma Phala is not there, all the karmas are not there, karma doing instruments are also not there. Be attentive. And it is the self is Utsadhya Badhya Badakam. Means what? The Utsadhita Badhya Badakam. In him, the Badakatva is not there, Badhitatva is not there. Neither is affected by them nor is affecting them. So the very subtle thing, what is to be caught here, if we are really sharp and wise, is what? All these things. Ki aham jivosmi, aham dehosmi. Then mama kamana asti. Then to fulfill that kamana, etat karma aham karomi. Then karma phalam prapnomi. Karma phalam bhunjami. All of them are nothing but the thoughts entertained by us. And as long as we entertain them, they are with us. Every moment we are doing it, still we are not able to catch the play of Maya. That's what is it not, as we gave that example, when the friend comes. Is not the friendliness in you invoked? In you the friendliness is not there. But the Upadi, the friend came, friendliness invoked, then that type of Vyavahara we do. When the friend goes away, the friendliness in also goes away, not touching our Vyaktitva. Then another enemy came immediately. Immediately we, the neutral one, did we invoke the enemy in us? Then didn't we argue or fight with that person for some time? Then when that person gone away, where is that hating, fighting fellow in us? Suddenly a situation of problem seen in society. Immediately a Dayalu, a Karunalu in us is invoked. And with that Dayalu, Karunatva, we do some charitable action. Then we move away from there, whereas that personality gone. But I am not touched by that. I might as well someplace again feel like taking the money by cheating someone. So the cheater in me is invoked that time. Then I do that hera fairy and get those monies. And that is not touching me. I remain again aloof. Now, in every of these things that happened, the opposite also could have happened. That the friend came, you can be fighting inimical to him also. Enemy came, you can be loving to him also. Means what? Whatever we are valuing, that is coming. And wherever to whomever we are giving values, they only, like 1,000 or 500 people, got down from the train. But only one or two or four people, you see them, you get excited. You don't even look at others. And who are those 4 5? Your own family members or the friends. It is our choice, isn't it, to create any of the personality in us by giving different values to the world. And when we devalue everything which we can, nothing troubles us. That's how we devalue everything. Then only we enter into the Nidra Avastha. अगर नहीं कर पाते तो नींद लगेगा ही नहीं हमको. If you are able to devalue and detach, means what? They are not me or mine. This is a very subtle secret if you can catch it. And then slowly, slowly unrobe ourselves, undress ourselves of all these what is it, identities which are hiding my real identity, the real self, if we can slowly remove them. That is the meaning of mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham nacha shrotra jihve nacha grana netre. Like that, hundreds and thousands of stotrams portions are there all through our shastras, in which we are trained to disown and devalue and detach from the upadhis which are binding us to be the jiva and not allowing us to experience our own divine essential nature. So, in the self, they are all not there. And that's why here also, Nishidhyacha Urmina Virameta Swayam Muni. What we are studying here, same in Adhyatma Ramayana, the Chandra Muni also going to say. So, ye Muni Nam bhi aaya idhar. So, all the six Urmis, when valued unduly, create our strong identity with the Upadhis. When they are devalued, the Upadhi Tadatma gets reduced to that extent on the seat of Dhyanam. We rise above Upadhi and discover our own essential self. Same in the Yoga Bhasha is done through the Abhyasa Vairagya. After the Abhyasa Vairagya, when Chitta becomes Ekagra, with Ekagra Chitta, by doing the Vitarka Vichara Ananda Asmanigata Sampragnata Samadhi and Asampragnata Samadhi, we are removing the Vrittis totally. Then the Vritti Rahita Shuddha Aham, we are trained to experience there. Clear? So, if we can coordinate that way, all this and grasp the thing. So, what is the main thing to be grasped? When we value, it remains and it affects us. When you devalue, it slowly goes away, leaving us free. Being free by devaluing and being let by the world, discover your essential nature. And only two things. When I devalue everything and give it up, everything, no. First thing is what? I am that entity who is independent of all this, who need not depend on any of these things. First, this discovery we have to gain. In the second point, then who is that me who is independent of all this? When that inquiry sets in, taking the help of Upanishads, we discover ourselves as that pure, eternal, conscious existence. That is in technical word, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. I am that. वही आत्मा सच्चिदानंद में हूँ. This we have to experience. Then ecstasy, the joy of having discovered ourselves, then detached from the anatma, it is so greatly celebrated. कुछ भी बंधन में नहीं डालेगा हमको, दुख में नहीं डालेगा. So here what is said here, Nishidhya cha urmina viramet swayam munihi. So the Muni has to give up the urmi, the six things of Jara Mrotyu, so to what do you call Dashana Vipasa, then the Sukha Dukkar Shokamoha. When we devalue them, the Tadatmya of the Anna Prana Mana, which is strengthened because of them, that Tadatmya goes away. So they are to the Upadhis, they are not to me. While treating them for the sake of our healthy life, while treating them like hunger is there. Not that doesn't mean that you stop eating and do prayopavesha and die. Then where will you do sadhana? No, giving food only to survival of the body, that much. And they say this bhojanani prakriya belongs to pranamaya kosha. I have no relation with it. In that way, entertain. अब क्या करते हैं हम? I am pranamaya, hunger and thirst are mine. Therefore, I will indulge in the bhoga of the anna and bana so much that only I become bhokta of the bhojanam, which is self-created. That to train that only we are told once in a week, eat not anything by our choice. And the yogis at the higher level of identifying total pranamaya kosha are doing the annam brahmeti upasana as we saw in Taittiriya without even having food only, their body sustains for years together. कुछ युगों तक भी जीते हैं कुछ योगी लोग. No, that is very high extreme. Up to that, we need not go, but at least don't get identified with Upadhi and Upadhistha, these pairs of opposite gunas of Jara, Mrityu, Ashana, Vipasa. So much identified with them that we are not finding time, energy, concentration to discover our own self, to discover or do our own adhyatmic sadhanas. उतना तो नहीं फंसना चाहिए, is it not? This is what. Now think little more on this, then the knowledge will be revealed much more. क्या करना चाहिए? देखो आज से क्या करूं मैं? अन्नमय के लिए क्या करूं? प्राणमय के लिए क्या करूं? मनोमय के तादात्म्य को छोड़ने के लिए मैं क्या करूं? सोचो. When we think we get the tips, then let us do it. Already said here, the SHRI, when we don't value them beyond the reserve, then these three upadhis also will be loosened in their influence on us. But always remember, every non-positive left should be replaced by the positive doing. Then only there is meaning to that. So, if we have detached from the three upadhis of Anna Prana Mana, we should not be leaving it there. It is Adhura Adha Sadhana. The other half of, therefore, I am the Sakshi of these three. I am the Shuddha Atma. I am the Paramatma. ये भी करना है. Is it not? Like Upavasa we have done, not eating. But that not eating thing, if you have not compensated with continuously doing japa, puja, dhyana of Paramatma, then the whole mind will run in what to eat tomorrow, early morning, 4 baje Brahma Muhurt mein. Those thoughts are entertained. Then it's not a upavasa at all. Is it not? In that way. So, Visrujya tadetat utsadita badhya badakam nishidya cha urmina virameta swayam munihi. In a very simple layman's language, all the upadhis are in the Maya, in the Prakriti, in three gunas. I am only the Sakshi, witness of them. It is my choice to remain as Sakshi and not get affected. It is my choice to get identified and get kicked. The second one I was doing so far. Let me try the first one. That is the sadhana. You do it many a times. You involve in children's fightings. And then you try to tell them. Then they put together, they become together and they fight with you. कभी कभी अकल काम करके you just leave it, watch. Then what happens? What was happening earlier, same will happen even now. That they never end fighting. But you have discovered that without involving also you can be peaceful. Not only by involving and getting kicked by both of them. It's a discovery. Bhagavan does that only. Human beings are given our ability faculty. Now, not knowing how to use them, misusing them when they fight with each other. भगवान हर जगह गुस्ताखी नहीं करते, ये देख तमाशा. He need not, he will, only when request him, beg him, he will not come directly. Some guru, somebody sends, आप उनको पढ़ाओ. Clear? Now the next one, very important one. Param padam Vaishnav Mamananti Tatu. Yat na iti iti atat utitsrisrukshavaha. Visrujya Dauratmyam Ananya Sauhrudaha Hruda Upaguhya Avasitam Samahitaihi. So, first thing is Ananya Sauhrudaha. So, Anya is other than me. That is Upadhis. Ananya is not Upadhis. That is my own self. Sauhruda means having feeling or identity with the self and not the Upadhis. Careful, catch this point. So far, we have Sauhrudatva, attachment, love, kindness, affection, feeling of all emotions to the Anya things other than us. The Anya are our own Dehendriya Manobuddhyadi Upadhi. In this chakra of it, to the self in us, we are not having any Sauhrudatva. Just like in life, getting lost in our friends, enemies, relatives. How many great Mahatmas are there in the world serving whom, getting their Anugraha and Punya Phala? So quickly we get Mukti, we get lost in these and we don't go to those Mahatmas only. We never go to our temples. We don't go to our puja room. We don't go to our meditational chambers. Because anya sahurda, sorry, too much attachment. Why? Because some sukha bhoga we are getting from them. Something. When your grandchild says, calls you Dadaji, you feel such a proud or pride thinking, मेरे को उसने दादा बोला. For that two words of that fellow, we get identified with him. In the meantime, Bhagavan is forgotten. Is it not? In the same way, any of the things around. In the same way, Upadi are Anya. Because the Sauhrudatvam with the Upadi which are Anya, we are never going near to God. Now change it. Ananya Sauhrada means that which is not Anya, that which is Ananya, that is not other than me, that which is me, that is a self. Towards him have Suhrudatva. In short, love your true self inside, not the pseudo self of the Upadis. First thing, Ananya Sauhrada. Then what we have to do that? Then na iti iti. Even though I am having Sauhrudatva started for myself, these upadhis, for such a long time I was associated with them, they won't leave easily. Like in old movies of 1890, then the hero or hero's father was also joining hands with the villains. Then his wife or children take promise from him that you leave those villains and let us live a good noble life. Yes, he really decides and leaves, but those villains don't leave him. तुम्हारे पास सारे सीक्रेट्स है, तुम लोग तो अब तक हमको सारे हेल्प कर रहे थे, we won't allow you that. You have seen all that. In the same way, I may develop suhrudatva to the ananya atma, but these anatmas, ये थोड़ी छोड़ ऐसे ही छोड़ेंगे क्या हमको? Therefore नेति नेति, नहीं भाई, जो हुआ सो हुआ, हो गया, आप छोड़ो, आपका मेरा वास्ता खत्म. In this way, lovingly, kindly, with all logics, नेति नेति करते हुए the उपाधियों को दूर रखना. That's what we do also. Someone whom we love, whether they are good or bad, continuously we are in contact with that person. And take initiative also. The moment person is good or bad, हमारा दिल थोड़ा जब डाउट होता है, टूट जाता है, श्रद्धा चला जाता है, we only entertain our thoughts. No more, no more, no more, no more. Slowly we see to it that that person without whom we were not spending even 1 minute or a day, that person is nowhere there in our memory. Gone. By saying neti, neti, neti. We do it. How many people have come in our life, different stages, in different fields? Where are they all now? So to objects, so to places, so to situations, so to experiences. Is it not? Children also, something they like. And we go on feeding them. वो मम्मा बहुत हो गया, अरे तेरे को पसंद है ना, पहले था अब नहीं है, अब दूसरा चीज पसंद हो गया. They won't eat the same thing all the time. छोड़ देते हैं. So two things what? First, ananya sauhradaha. Even then, the upadhis will try to influence us. Neti neti कह दो. ठीक है? Neti neti in this way. Asat atat utsisrukshavaha. In that way, desirous and putting efforts to fulfill the desire. Which desire? Giving up the identity with these anatma upadhis. अतद मतलब परमात्मा जो नहीं है उन उपाधियों को उत से सृक्षु द वन हु वांट टू गिव इट अप. So the three things are given to us now as sadhana. One, suhrudatvam with the atma. Second, by saying neti neti to the anatma, fulfill that udasi srukshatva, fulfill that desire of detaching from the upadhis. Or first thing is ananya sahrudatvam, second is desire to detach from upadhi, third by saying neti 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 neti, keep on doing. This third point is important. You know, any project comes in front of us, presented by any situation, anybody. If I involve in it, my Annamaya Tadatmya grows. So I want to detach from Aham Dehosmi, therefore I will not involve in it. That's called Neti. So too, if I involve in this, my Pranamaya Tadatmya grows. Or involve in this, my Manomaya Tadatmya grows. Then I'll be again away from myself, which I don't want. With all my so many lives of efforts and difficulty, now I got Ananyata with myself. So if I involve in them, again my identity of body grow. Therefore, neti, neti, neti. Like any health seeking person, once he is told by the doctor, no, this thing is harmful for your bones, don't eat. Then what are the things not to be eaten? So this. So all the sour things should not be eaten because they eat away the calcium. Thus the bones become brittle. Then everybody be offering tomato, नेति, इमली, नेति, नींबू थोड़ा लेकिन ज़्यादा नहीं, नेति, sour things कुछ भी दिए जाए तो don't you do नेति नेति why? Conscious in mind कि I should not suffer the variety of edemas of the bone or any other such things. We do it, but we do for the at the physical level, do at the spiritual level. That alertness, if we catch it, this much only. Thereafter, you need not study any shastra. You need not go to any satsa. कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. I am the Atma. These upadhis are anatma. Upadhi tadatma is making me forget my own Atma. Upadhi is being ephemeral, changeable, continuously changing, which are not tolerable to me. Therefore, I am suffering. So the sadhana is what? Establishing self. How? By detaching from anatma. What are the three steps? Step 1, ananya sauhrada. Second, 2, atat ut sisrukshu. Third, neti neti. हो गया. Now, no need to study Shastra. Keep doing these ones. Anything which is strengthening our Atma Tadatmya with the self, we do that. Anything which is developing our Tadatmya with Anatma, we give up. Neti, neti, neti. Doing this, we reach to the self. Without doing this practical sadhana, attend hundreds and thousands of Mahatmas, hundreds and thousands of Shastras, thousands and thousands of classes. Sadhana will not happen. अनुभूति साधना नो अनुभव के लिए साधना करना है कहाँ कर रहे हैं लास्ट 3 years we are listening so much how many times to anatma upadhis we said neti neti कहाँ किया ही नहीं so to how many times to the self soham हमने किया उस आत्मवस्तु के लक्षणों को ही अभी नहीं पकड़ा हमने ये उपादेय अनात्म है इस बात को भी नहीं पकड़ा हमने इनके तादात्म्य से ही बंधन दुख हो रहा है इस नॉलेज को हमने रेस्पेक्ट ही नहीं किया then where are we doing sadhana just coming to class talking me listening you who told this is sadhana that is why nayamatma pravachanena lavyaha na medaya na bahuna shrutena by giving pravachana by listening by remembering all that by none of them the atma is obtained yameva esesha vrunute that vrunute is ananya sauhrada and that expression see when we love something it should be expressed in disliking which is opposite to that you cannot love both the things opposite wale so atma vastu and anatma upadhis are of opposite. Now, if we love the anatma we have hated or not valued the atma so far we were in bandhanam now when we love the atma vastu to be blessed by it to identify with it the anatma vastuओं को hate ना करें नेति नेति करके दूर कर दे बस उसके तादात्म्य को बढ़ाने वाले किसी भी कर्म में हमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं होना इन्हीं थॉट वी शुड नॉट इन्वॉल्व इन दिस कॉन्शियस एफर्ट इज साधन so we have to come to the conviction of this clarity of this then all the time doing that alone aware in the mind aware in the mind like हाथ टूट गया तो पट्टी लगाए डॉक्टर तो कहीं जाना हो रहा है तो when we go anywhere all the time we are aware of it कि किसी को नहीं लगना चाहिए कहीं लग गया तो देन अगेन देन हिल जाएगा बोन द बोन सेटिंग इज गॉन ऑल बोन एग्जांपल्स टुडे आर वी नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट awareness gaining the knowledge being aware of the knowledge and awarefully doing what is to be done, of identifying with the self, dissociating with not self by saying neti neti. This is what sadhana. As much deeply we do it, so much we can experience the detachment, consequent peace, and the identity with the self, consequent bliss. That is what he says here. See, in this way, Ananya Sauhrud Banakar, then अतत को उत्सिशिक्षु करने की इच्छा से नेति नेति करते हुए देन दौरात्म्यम विसृज्य. The दौरात्म्य मीन्स दुष्ट उपाधियों से आतादात्म्य को, आत्म भाव को पूरा छोड़ देना. Then when we do that, then hruda, whatever is there in our own heart, that Paramatma who is there, upaguhya, having, hugging him, hruda upaguhya avasitam, remaining there enjoying. Samahitaihi, those who have made themselves steadfast in the sadhana, in that way they held to that Paramatma in the heart and hugging him, they are in a joyful. And that state is called as Param Padam Vaishnavam. Amananti. Tat. Yat tat नेति नेति इति असत् उत्सिसृक्षवः विसृज्य दौरात्म्यम् अनन्य सौहृदाः हृदा उपगुह्य अवसितम समाहितैः. सी देखो, एक श्लोक में इतना चीजें बताया पोएटिकली, तो वर्ड मीनिंग, विच सेंटेंस इज देयर, विच इज अ वर्ब, सब समझा कर पकड़ कर समझाना है आपको. एंड आवर माय जॉब इज स्टडीइंग शास्त्र एंड टेलिंग. And you have to see the book and listen in our class. It's not the guru is talking without the book. Disciples are just sleeping and no book in front of them. हमारा classes ऐसे नहीं होते. In that way also I can talk. This is what in that Bhagavatam 12th Skandha, Sudha Mahamuni told Shaunaka Muni, just love yourself, slowly detach from the not self by saying Neti Neti. And when that is done, the Duratma Bhava with these things goes away. You reach to your cave of the heart, there hugging your own self. You are so happy. That self in all Shastras is called as Parampadam Vaishnavam. ये सिंपल है, बट जितना सिंपल है उतने जल्दी भूल भी जाते. बट वी आर स्टडीइंग द शास्त्र, वी आर डेवलपिंग अवर रेस्पेक्ट एंड रेवरेंस टू our shastras, which is the moola substratum for the entire Sanatana Dharma, through that to the entire Jiva evolution. Our work is very perfect, very deep, very high level target oriented. We are not just kathakara to entertain you, even to inform you, to tell that this is a glory of our Shastra, this is a glory of the Brahma Vidya, Tattva Vidya, Bhakti Vidya, Yoga Vidya, that is there in our Shastra. Therefore, to the Vidya, to the Shastra, to the givers, gurus, to the goal, develop that respect and reverence, live that highly dignified life. We are trained in that way. We are not 1 hour कथा सुना के चलो घर जाओ, ऐसे टाइप नहीं हमारे क्लासेस. Ours are different, very unique. Many places it doesn't happen like that. कोई बाबा जी को बुलाए, महाराज इस टॉपिक के प्रवचन बोलो. हाँ, धर्मात्मा 3-4 जगह से कोटेशंस कॉल आउट करके he will entertainingly speak. It may even create tears in our eyes. It's informative, it is entertaining, but not transforming or inspiring. This is different. Great work we are doing of studying Shastra, undoubtedly. So, therefore, Parampadam Vaishnava Mamananti Tat. That is called as Parampadam. Yat, which is reached. When Neti Neti iti Atat Utsisukshavah. By saying Neti Neti, the people do the practice of giving up the Anatma Upadhi. Visruja Dauratmyam. And before that, the so much strong attachment with the Upadhi as Aham, that is kept aside. But anything given up, positive also we have to do. Therefore, Ananya Sauhrudaha. Which is other than the upadhis, but not other than me, the myself in me, उसके प्रति सुहृदत्व को डेवलप करके, the liking, fascination, love for the self. Then hruda upaguhyam, when all the upadhi that were rejected by neti neti, in the heart what remains is our own self. Just here poetically said upaguhya, having hugged your own self, then avasitam samahitahi, the great samahita sadhakas are relaxedly enjoying there. That's called Parampadam Vaishnavam. which is said in the first line. It's like a very loving person, as I gave you example now. In the train got down, how you just बाकी सबको धक्का दे के या क्रॉस करके you go and hug that person whom you love the most. So to the self is in our own heart. Let us hug him. All the not selves are giving us bandhanam, dukkham. Let us come out of it. This is the purpose of entire Bhagavad Purana. That's what was taught by Shukdev ji, learnt and done by Parikshit ji. Therefore, he willingly, choicefully, taking permission of Guru, detached from Upadhi and established in self. That सारांश सुखदेव जी, सूत महामुनि जी शौनका ऋषियों को उनके द्वारा हम सबको भी बता रहे. This is what, my dear, essence of Bhagavata, essence of all Shastras, essence of Adhyatma Shastra, and way to get out of Upaditadhatma Jiva Samsara and enter into Nirupadika Moksha Brahma Anubhuti. Moksha Anubhuti by Brahma Prapti. आगे सारे साधना है इसमें. अब बस इसको 3, 4, 5 टाइम with alert intellect when you do manana and note them in our heart and then keep on consciously doing sadhana. We are all immature. First of all, we never come to classes. Even if we come, don't listen. Even listen, don't listen attentively to understand. Even attentively listen, we don't do homework to understand. Even समझ में आता है तो उसके प्रति प्रेम भक्ति नहीं होता करने का. We postpone it. चलो समझ के बाद में करेंगे. And that Maya, what it does, makes us forget such an effortfully gained beautiful knowledge. And we are back to our earlier samsara. This is how we are cheated silently by the Maya and Moha. When you recognize it, become alert, don't allow it to happen, and make that alone happen, by which the knowledge is gained, knowledge is used, the result of that knowledge using called experience is gained. इसको कहते हैं समाहितैहि in this word. समाहितात्मा भव सावधानः. A very great statement in विवेक चूड़ामणि. समाहित करके अपने आप को सावधान रख के साधना में आगे बढ़ो. समाहितात्मा भव सावधान भव. Savadhan, alert. Samahita means alert with all the rifles, everything in the right position to shoot as the orders given. Is it not? Savadhan, samahit. तीनों चीजों से सावधान. Then बजो शस्त्र. उसके बाद then हिंदी में जो भी देते हैं तैयार रखो. Then fire, लगा दो, attack, आक्रमण. So too we have to be very powerfully jnana we have to gain. Then to implement that jnana, all faculties we have to gather called as समाहितात्मा. Then सावधान के साथ जो साधना को करना है. समाहितात्मा is made the car pakka and seat belt is put after sitting in the car. Car में petrol, heat, everything is kept. That's called समाहितात्मा. Then where to go the goal, the destination is decided. Now savadhana means what? Right from the putting on of the chavi till the destination is reached. Consciously सावधान के साथ हमको गाड़ी चलाना है. तो लक्ष्य समाहितत्व and सावधानत्व. Here also समाहितैहि हृदा उपगुह्य अवसितम परम तद वैष्णव महामनन्ति. It is called वैष्णव पद, विष्णु पद, आत्म पद. वहां ये सारा जगत नहीं होता, लेकिन जगत का आधारभूत तो सच्चिद ब्रह्म होता है, उसके साथ अनुभव आता है. और वो नॉट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अनात्मा. इट इज मी. इट इज ओनली एक्सपीरियंस. अगेन इट कैन नॉट बी पुट इन वर्ड्स बिकॉज देयर इज नो फेमिलियर ऑब्जेक्ट टू कंपैरेटिवली से, और इट इज निर्विशेष निर्गुण. इट कैन नॉट बी एक्सप्लेन्ड इन एनी वर्ड्स. दिस इज द ओनली वे इट इज स्पोकन. एनी नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स वी स्पीक अबाउट इट. जितने भी संत आवे, जितने भी सत्संग बोले, हर एक सत्संग में हर एक संत के द्वारा फाइनली परमात्मा के बारे में ऐसे ही बोला जाता है. इसनो वे वो हृदय में है भाई. दौरात्म्य को छोड़कर उस फिर उत्सी सुक्षु बनकर अनन्य सौध बनकर नेति नेति करते हुए भाई गिविंग अप ऑल उपाधि घुसो अपने हृदय में. वहां जो है उनको हक करके आनंद में रहो. यही परम पद है, यही वैष्णव पद है. हो गया. Now comes a very very important shloka. Okay, again same thing in the explaining of so many things, the crucial thing may be missing. Therefore, exclusively that crucial thing is brought into forefront and a light is thrown on it in this shloka number 33 by Sutta Mahamuni. It is already said in the earlier shloka, but it is lost its importance because so many things are told there. Here it is exclusively said, very exclusive. जैसे किसी को हम 10 बात बोलते हैं उसमें एक मुख्य बात होती है, उसको सेकंड टाइम फिर रिपीट करते हैं. मेरा मतलब ये है ऐसा. Here also कि त एतदधिगच्छन्ति विष्णोर्यत् परमं पदम् अहं ममेति दौर्जन्यं न येषां देहगेहजम्. त एतदधिगच्छन्ति विष्णोर्यत् परमं पदम् अहं ममेति दौर्जन्यं न येषां देहगेहजम्. ठीक है. Now this shloka is in the language of Adhyatma Ramayana, so direct and simple. Earlier three shlokas were in the Bhagavata style, so complicated to find where is noun, where is verb, and where is adjective, where is. But those are Sanskrit pandits, उनको पढ़ते ही पता चलता. और वी आर कहाँ पंडित, एबीसीडी नहीं आता संस्कृत का, क्योंकि संस्कृत में एबीसीडी नहीं होते. We don't. We means me. You may be knowing, you are scholars of Sanskrit. मैंने तो आती नहीं. So therefore we may find it little difficult. But those who are Pandit in Sanskrit Bhasha, उनको any poetry they give, they know. But we are not so. भगवान ने हमको बचाया, डुकुन करने के पीछे नहीं पढ़ने दिया. But little he gave with which main theme is understood. Maybe next life, पहले 15 साल अच्छी तरह पूरा पाणनीय संस्कृत, then पातंजल संस्कृत, all those Siddhanta Kaumidi, all that we learn, with mastery on Sanskrit Bhasha, we revel in the Shastra then. But again, in this life, we see millions, thousands, not millions, who are Pandits in Shastra, Sanskrit, thoroughly understand Shastra. But again, the question, are they doing sadhana or not? Same way. So, if it helps in our studying Shastras thoroughly, we should learn that language. Minimum तो आना ही चाहिए. नहीं है तो कष्ट होएगा. So, ये श्लोक आसान है. Clear what it is? Te etat adhigachanti. Those are the people who will reach this. And who are the people reach what? First reaching what is said. Ki Vishnoho yat paramam padam. That supreme abode of Vishnu, Sarvavyapaka Parabrahma, that situation, that experience, these people reach. Who are they? Aham mamiti daurjanyam na yesham deha gehajam. In whose mind or life toward the deha, body, toward the geha, the houses, etc. There is no durjanatva. Jana means born. Ahamameti durjana means the variety of actions and thoughts and relativities born out of aham and mama bhavana with deha and geha. So देह और गेह के साथ अहम मम नामक भावना के द्वारा जनित अलग अलग तरह के वासनाएं और कामनाएं या कर्म जिनके पास पूरा नहीं है, वो लोग ही परम पदम विष्णु को पा सकते हैं. रिवर्स, those who have the durjanyam daurjanyam with deha geha as aham and mama, Vishnu is always everywhere there in their own heart as their own self. Yet they will not be adhigachanti, experience him. Examples are you and I. It is clear cut. जब तक देह गेहादियों से अहम मम तादात्म्य तद उत्पन्न सकल संकल्प कामनाएं भरे रहते हैं हमारे हृदय में और जीवन में, till that time the sublime, our own self, Vishnu, neither understood nor meditated upon nor experienced in our own hrudayam. How simple, see? Etadadhigachanti Vishnoryat paramam padam dravya paramam padam aham mameti daurjanyam na yesham deha gehajam. सब घूम फिरा कर फिर द टॉपिक इधर ही आएगा. बिकॉज व्हाट इज सॉल्यूशन, दैट अलोन इज सॉल्यूशन. व्हाट इज प्रॉब्लम, दैट अलोन इज प्रॉब्लम. You can neither interchange them nor exchange them. Deha Gehadi Tadatma is a samasya. देह गेहादि तादात्म्य त्याग इज समाधानम. अब उसको करो, उसको चेंज करने का कोशिश नहीं करो. Don't look for alternatives. Do what is said because what is said is ultimate. So nayesham aham mameti daurjanyam deha gehajam te etat vishnoho paramam padam yat tat adi gachanti. That is the meaning. And then next 2-3 shlokas are so. Next one to ultimate hai bola 34 wala. It is a top 10 shloka or 25 shlokas of Bhagavad. Okay, this comes in Upanishads also. We have studied it in Mundaka and Prashna. Vidvan bhavate nativadi atma krida atmarati kriyavan. Even in Narada Bhakti Sutra also, it comes in every of the Shastra. This topic comes up, which is a very important precaution, care to be taken while doing the operation of detaching from Anatma, establishing in Atma. What it is, let's enjoy seeing it tomorrow. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama. Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Shri Sutha Sharanam Mama. Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama. Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Shri Narada Sharanam Mama. Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama. Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama. Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं. स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मामामुञ्चनकर्हिचित्. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः तद्विपञ्चाशत्तमोऽध्यायः. श्रीशुक उवाच. Friends, in Dashamaskandha, the Rukmini Mata sends Brahmana to tell Lord Krishna how much she loves him and he should come and take her. Then Brahmana Deva visited Dwaraka, welcomed, goes inside, meets with Lord Krishna. And Bhagavan Krishna, how he receives him, and through him, how some important knowledges or values or sadhanas Bhagavan teaches. That portion we are seeing. Followed which, after which, Rukmini Devi's Sandesha to take her. That's the beautiful portion. So let us chant it and let's see a little bit of it. Our chanting starts from 28th verse. Shri Sukauvacha Drishtva Brahmanya Avaruhya Nijasanat Upaveshyarahayan Chakre Yathatmanam Divaukasaha Tam Bhuktavantam Vishrantam Upagamya Satam Gatihi Paninabhimrushan Padau Avyagrastam Apruchata. Shri Krishna Uvacha Kachidvijavara Shrestha Dharmaste Vruddha Sammataha वर्तते नाति कृच्छ्रेण सन्तुष्टमनसः सदा सन्तुष्टो यर्हि वर्तेत ब्राह्मणो येन केनचित् अहीयमानः स्वात् धर्मात् स हि अस्य अखिलकामधुको असन्तुष्टो सकृत् लोकान् आप्नोत्यपि सुरेश्वरः अकिञ्चनोऽपि सन्तुष्टः शेते सर्वाङ्गविज्वरः विप्रान् स्वलाभसन्तुष्टान् साधून् भूतसुहृत्तमान् निरहङ्कारिणः शान्तानु नमस्ये शिरसा सकृतो कच्चिद्वः कुशलं ब्रह्मन् राजतो यस्य हि प्रजाः सुखं वसन्ति विषये पाल्यमानाः समे प्रियः यतस्त्वमागतो दुर्गं स्थिर्ये हयदिच्छया सर्वं नो ब्रूह्य गुह्यं चेत् किं कार्यं करवामते एवं सम्पृष्टः ब्राह्मणः परमेष्ठिना लीलागृहीतदेहेन तस्मै सर्वमवर्णयतु रुक्मिणी उवाच श्रुत्वा गुणान् भुवनसुन्दर शृण्वतां ते निर्विश्य कर्णविवरैर्हरतोऽङ्गतापं रूपं दृशां दृशिमताम् अखिलार्थलाभम् त्वय्यच्युता विशति चित्तमपत्रमं मे अपत्रपं मे का त्वा मुकुन्द महती कुलशीलरूप विद्यावयो द्रविणधामभिरात्मतुल्यं धीराः पतिं कुलवती न वृणीत कन्या काले नृसिंह नरलोकमनोभिरामं तन्मे भवान् खलु ऋतः पतिरङ्गजायाम आत्मार्पितश्च भवतोऽत्र विभो विधेहि मा वीरभागमभिमर्शतु चैद्य आरातु गोमायुवन्मृगपतेर्बलिमम्बुजाक्ष पूर्तेष्टदत्तनियमव्रतदेव विप्र कुर्वर्चनादिविरलं भगवान् परेशः आराधितो यदि गदाग्रज एत्यपाणिं गृह्णातु मेन तमघोषसुतादयोन्ये शोभाविनित्वमजितोद्वहने विदर्भान् गुप्तः समेत्य पृतनापतिभिः परीतः निर्मत्य चैद्यमगधेन्द्रबलं प्रसह्य मां राक्षसेन विधिनोद्वह वीर्यशुल्काम अन्तःपुरान्तरचरीम अनिहत्य बन्धोन त्वामुद्वहे कथमिति प्रवदाम्युपायं पूर्वेद्युरस्ति महती कुलदेवी यात्रा यस्यां बहिर्नववधूर्गिरिजामुपेयातु यस्याङ्घ्रिपङ्कजरजः स्नपनं महान्तः वाञ्छन्त्युमापतिरिवात्मतमोपहत्यै यर्हि अम्बुजाक्ष न लभेय भवत्प्रसादं जह्यामसून्व्रतकृशान् शतजन्मभिः स्यात् ब्राह्मण उवाच इत्येते गुह्यसन्देशाः यदुदेव मया हृताः विमृश्य कर्तुं यच्छात्र क्रियतां तदनन्तरम् इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे रुक्मिणी उद्वाह प्रस्तावं नाम 250तमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति. So when that Brahmana came, दृष्ट्वा ब्रह्मण्य देवः तम ब्रह्मण्य ब्राह्मणों को देवता मानने वाले लॉर्ड कृष्ण, having seen him, doesn't know who is he, but his attire, his virtues was enough for Krishna to know that he is Brahmana. He is Brahmana, that is enough. First criteria. No other details known. Bas got out of his asana, ran, took him with hand, made him seated in his own asana. See, Društva Brahmanya Devaha, tam Društva Brahmanya Deva Krishna, Nija asanat avaruhya, jumped out of his own asana, upaveshya, he made him sit on that arhayan chakre, started doing upasana puja, yata atmanam divaukasaha, when he is in Vaikuntha, to him, how the devatas do the puja, that way he is doing. Therefore, the Brahmanas are like Mahavishnu only. Then all those parampara explanation I will not give much. How many millions of lives after we get human life? In the human life also, to be born as Brahmana, Uttama Kula, with all the samskara, doing Nitya Anushtana, they are all evolutions of so many lives. Therefore, we respect to that Jiva who has evolved with all the sacrifices and came to this level. Why do we respect somebody, a great artist? We don't respect the artist. We respect the effort done by him which brought him to this beautiful level. उनके अंदर की जो तपस्या है, उनके जो क्या कहते हैं क्षमता है, परिश्रम, that's what we respect. So to respecting Brahmana means respecting Jiva in him who has gone through all odds, took up all tough tasks and brought him to this stage of Shuddha Sattva Guna, wherein Nitya Nirantara Bhagavad Smarana Dhyana, Loka Kalyana thoughts and doings of Yajna are there. Therefore we respect to the evolved soul in him. And he is the one realizer of the God, custodian of the Shastras and spirituality. Therefore, Bhagavan, as a human being, giving due respect to him, as a Kshatriya also. So, Yatha Devatas do Upasana to him, he did to them. Then Tam Bhuktavantam. First remember, anybody come to your house, first ask for bhojan. ऐसा नहीं कि खा के आए होंगे ना, नहीं यार, आप नहीं खाएंगे ना. सी आई ऑब्जर्व द पीपल इन द आस्क, स्वामी अब नहीं लेंगे क्या ये? अरे बाबा ले लो कहना चाहिए यार. दैट इटसेल्फ शोज कि दे डजंट वांट टू गिव आउट ऑफ ऑब्लिगेशन, दे आर आस्किंग. वो पूछने पता चलता है बंदे का नियत क्या है. वेरी केयरफुल. The purity of the heart through the words and gestures is very clearly known. Therefore, have purity. Why look for an alternative of having impurity for but doing the natak outside? Is it not? Huh? Depending on the value you give to person, obviously. है ना? If you say तुम्हारे मेरा मेरी जिंदगी चलती है, तो then चलती रहेगी फिर. Then we don't. But if you really love your daughter, you go to her whatever distance she is there, even in America, and bring her. अपने साथ, बिकॉज दैट्स अ प्यार. आई वांट हर टू बी इन योर हाउस. नहीं है डॉटर इन लॉ है, आएगी नहीं आ रही हो मत आओ, चल जा. है कि नहीं? स्वामी जी हमारे टाउन आ रहे हो क्या? खबरदार मत आना. द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ इज लाइक दैट. व्हाई विल द स्वामी कम? ही इज हैप्पी इन हिज प्लेस एंड यू आल्सो डोंट नीड हिम. व्हाट इज द यूज? Useless स्वामी. But if you have love, you go there and fetch him. We want you to come here. That's it. He will test. If you are light, he is lighter than light. हमें भगवान स्वामी महात्माओं के बिना जिंदगी चलता है, तो महात्माओं को नहीं चलेगा क्या अपने हमारे बिना? यू अंडरस्टैंड? सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज भुक्तवंतम. डोंट आस्क दैट वे. पहले भोजन खिलाओ, देन विश्रांतम. डोंट बी एक्साइटेड इन ऑल. गिव द ड्यू रेस्ट. देन upagамya satam gati. That satam gati Lord Krishna, having given him food, given due rest, then he himself reached to him. Then panina avimrshan padau. उनके चरण को पखारते हुए अव्यग्रम in a soft smooth manner apruchhata. No, these are all the signs of giving him that sense of comfort and security, so that he will open up with whatever he has come to say without any inhibition or hesitation. अरे आते क्यों आए, इस टाइम पे क्यों आते, बिना बताए कैसे आते? अरे बताने के लिए तो आए. Then बैठो फिर, हाँ कल मिलेंगे. Then that fellow will always have doubt कि what can I came to talk about this, can I talk or not? That hospitality gesture is really highly matured thing. This is sadhana. Sadhana is not sitting somewhere and doing japa like, a rock or a stone and filling the mind with all ego, selfishness, arrogance, belittling others, devaluing others, not respect. This is it. Sadhana का cartoon नहीं है. Practical sadhana is here. Anybody comes, we give food to them, give rest, then respectfully ask them what for you have come. Then do it. Once you are listening from that person, by the time only you will assess what he is. Then after that, then duly you respond. But in the beginning, everybody is God's expression. Now he has come with SANDESHAM RUKMINI ji, then he'll be respecting him more later on. But pehle he is a Brahmana Deva, Krishna, and Brahmana came. He has done such a great seva. Then he starts asking the question, Sri Krishna Vacha, and so many rahasyas are there, the knowledges to be imbibed by us and to be practiced. If we are true sadhakas, want to see our own inner personality getting changed, modified, charged, beautified, divinized, that gives bliss to us. It's not the world which is giving us dukkha, our own antakarana giving us dukkha, but because it is our own antakarana and we only have destroyed it, we are ashamed of claiming it or accepting it. Therefore, we blame the world outside. Very subtle maya goes on here. Conversely, by all efforts required, do and purify our heart. We will be enjoying our own pure heart first. Like, are you not enjoying your heart? Then every day you come to Bhagavad class. I enjoy. It may be tough, it may be difficult. The lower mind may pull me out of it. ये तो युद्ध चलता ही रहेगा परमात्मा में हम अनुभव पाने तक. That's all the different battle. But as such, is it not respectful thing to myself that every day I am coming to the class? That is the achievement. That is what training that we gave to our mind. So, in all values, when we train ourselves, we are the first beneficiary to feel that pride. The Jiva in us, the Lord in us, they feel very happy. Therefore, doing good is for our sake, not for anybody. Doing bad affects us only, not anyone. Temporarily, it may affect others, but main effect is on us only when we do bad. So then Lord Krishna is beautifully asking you, what is Kachit Dvijavara Shrestha Te Dharmaha Vrutta Sammatah Dharmaha Vartate Na Atikruchrena Santushta Manasaha Sada. It will be both ways. Ki from the tradition, whatever the dharma that is indicated for Brahmanas, is that happening through you effortlessly. And therefore, are you contented with that? Santushta Manasaha. This way, if you see shloka. Reversely karo. First, are you contented with whatever you have? Because the tushti, trupti is the lakshana of Brahmana. With contentment, without any extra desire or greed, are you conducting all Vruddha Sammata Dharma? Vruddha means the elders, ancestors, the scriptures. Sammata means agreed or proposed. Dharma means duties to be done as a Brahmana. Are they happening through you, to you, na ati kruchrena, without any efforts? Complementation. Trupti complements the effortless doing of duties. Effortless of duties complement the trupti. So, as regard the metal is concerned, be contented. As regard the dharma is to be done, do it ati kruchrena joyfully. Na ati kruchrena, effortlessly do it. And why is it asked directly? First question कि तो अपने ब्राह्मण धर्म का निर्वहन कर रहे हो क्या? वो भी आराम से means without frustration in the mind. And with whatever is being given to you by the world, are you trupta or not? Why is it so? Because the whole universe is in a Brahmana's way of conducting only. That is what is said in the next sloka. Very powerful, very important. Then such Brahmanas anywhere there, we have to encourage, promote them. The best thing is we ourselves should get these qualities so that the next life we will be born as that Brahmana. What it is? Second sloka. Santushtaha yarhi varteta Brahmanaha. Yarhi means wherever, whenever. Brahmana, the Brahmin, Santushtaha varteta. Yarhi, yenakenachit. With whatever he has got, his prarabdha brought, the world has given Lord's blessing people, which whatever is there, if he is contented with it. कभी किसी महीने कोई 6-7 लोग दान देते हैं उनको खाद्य पदार्थ रेशन, कभी 2 महीने तक कोई देता ही नहीं. So therefore very less. Whatever येन केनचित् संतुष्टः यदि येन केनचित् ब्राह्मणः यर्हि वर्तेत. Varteta means behaves or he lives life contentedly, a brahmana, with whatever he gets. Then ahiyamana swat dharmat. Second thing is he is not falling down from his swadharma. Swat dharmat स्वयं का धर्म से ahiyamana बिछड़ नहीं रहे या बिखर नहीं रहे, च्युत नहीं हो रहे, fall नहीं हो रहे. If these two things are there, then sahahi asya akhila kama dhukko. He is the one whose presence brings everything to the world around him. He acts like he is there like the Kamadhenu. You know that great Rishyashrunga Rishi is an example. You know, when the rains were not at all falling there, then what to do is to just bring that Rishyashrunga Rishi. He was brought and in his presence yajna is done. So jam ke barish hua, all the anavrishti has gone away. Then everything fasal kheti perfect ho gaya. So many kathas like this are there. And there should be a great university. Like you have the IITs, you have JEEs, you have so many engineering producing universities, doctors producing universities, lawyers producing, the accountants, correct? Every producing universities have. So to government taken care, ऐसे शुद्ध सद्गुण वाले ब्राह्मण producing university होना चाहिए. Government should take care. And the world has changed now. By birth only, not Brahmanatva now. Because born as Brahmana, living worse than a Shudra. So, to many Shudra born are having good qualities. Therefore, through initial tests, selecting all, whether a Brahmana or non-Brahmana, then training them in all these things. Send them to each of the states. But they are doing only tapasya, they are only doing yajna. That is enough for invoking the eternal, subtler, diviner powers for the world, both for the materialistic gains. So more important is what? The copy of the human minds should not fall down to the Bhautikavada, losing all the balances of dharma and destroy the world. इसको अवॉइड भी वो संतों के रहने से होता है. ब्राह्मण संत encourage them. There are already thousands ready, but nobody cares them. Nobody is caring. because भटक रहे हैं, उनको खाने को भी नहीं मिल रहा. Someone should take that job. कैसा होगा क्या होगा? I don't know. I'm just throwing this thought. Oh Lord, make it happen. Brahmana encouraging university. Other kshetriya vaishya shudra log don't feel bad. तुमको तो already है सब कुछ. It is not creating disparity again. I'm not politician here. The Brahmana with all the Brahmana gunas is like Kamadhenu for the world. Lord Krishna himself is telling. With that authority we are talking. We are not talking sentimentally, emotionally, in a biased manner or to gain any other outside mileages. That is done by those who have any self. हमको क्या है बाबा जी को? We want nothing except the country world should prosper, the humanity should get divinized. Ours is only this. We don't have any other third thought. भुक्ति मुक्ति सब जनता को मिल जाए. यहाँ देखो भुक्ति मिलेगी बता रहे, कामधेनु बनेंगे. And the same Brahmanas, through giving the Shastra Jnana, they giver of the Mukti also. They are the givers. And which Brahmanas? Who are Santushta Yanakena Chitta. Second, who are Ahiyamana Swata Dharmata. Who are not for any reason giving up their Swadharma. With every difficulty, they are doing their Swadharma. And what is Swadharma Brahmana? Shamodamastapashaucham Kshantirarchamevacha Jnanamijnanamastikyam. These 9 qualities said in the Gita 9th chapter, in the 18th chapter. Main is what? He is always worshipping the Lord with through yajnas, upasanas, puja for the welfare of the world. Second, wherever he is getting an opportunity, the Shastra Jnanam he is giving to the Praja, to Janta. So that with gaining of this higher, subtler, diviner knowledge, the people are keeping their behaviors intact in a positive manner, not misbehaving to destroy themselves and the world at large. Therefore, santushto yanihi varhiteta brahmana yena kenachit ahiyamana swatadharmat sahi asya akhila kama dukhu. Clear? Now same thing is complemented by other shloka. Just more, 30-second shloka. What is it? Asantushtaha asakrutu lokan apnoti api sureshwaraha. Akincharaha api santushtaha shete sarvanga vijvaraha. Okay? Here what is it? Two contrast pictures. One person who is asantushtaha and he is a Deva, Indra also he is. As big as Indra but not contented, then he will not stay at one place with peace. He will bhatko from one loka to the other. By doing these or that things. Contrast me, akinchana happy, the one who has nothing with him, yet santushtaha, if he is contented, shete sarva anga vijvaraha, wherever he is there, without any jvara to any of his body, mind, senses, he will be happily, relaxedly sleeps. So contented person जहाँ है वहाँ आराम से उसको नींद लग जाती है. जो not contented, even though he doesn't have anything, but the one who is not contented, he may be as rich as Indra, but always he is walking, moving, running to plan and go somewhere and get something. This is a peculiar example of that stupid Alexander, Beowulf. Asantushta, he want to conquer the whole world, moving his own, leaving his own place. अपना घर गृहस्थी फैमिली सब जोड़कर निकल पड़ा कहीं somewhere he died. And when he came to India, I am so and so, what I can give? He asked that sannyasi, he said, Tada hut, Surya Rashmi chahiye mujhe. It is already given free to me. You can do nothing, give nothing. You can't give me anything because I want nothing. I am santushta. I am just basking in the grace of my Lord. You, the ego fellow, obstructing the Lord's grace on me by being blocking that sunlight. Thoda hato, That is your seva to me. He all got flabbergasted only. He didn't understand. It took years for him to understand. Then at the time of death, basing on this knowledge, he puts his hands outside. He, Alexander, conqueror of the world, going empty-handed. That he did after killing lakhs of people, that rascal, but also after learning from a sant in the India. भारत माता के ये महासंत से वो बात सीखा उसने. बट उससे पहले इतना राक्षस असंतुष्ट. रिमेंबर संतुष्टि नहीं तो ना वो हमेशा उकसाता रहता है माइंड हमारा, और कोशिश करो और भी पाओ और मेहनत करो. अबे कितना करेगा? और एक रोटी से ज्यादा खाओ तो बदहजमी होती है. Such a stupid we are. And most importantly, the mental thing. Let me talk a minute today before we enter into Ramayanam. When people love us, respect us, value us, even little, be contented. Even if they don't do, never mind. Because that this is in the mind of our strong ego seeking importance from others, value from others, respect from others is such an obsession which will make us do every nonsense except spiritual sadhana. Such person's eyes you can see so much they are restless to seek some value, respect from others. हर जगह जाके कुछ दान देते हैं, नॉट फॉर द सेक ऑफ दान कि मेरा नाम वहां लिखा जाए, पेपर में मेरा तस्वीर फोटो आ जाए. अरे व्हाट आर यू डूइंग यार? At home also same disease. We give undue importance value to the people around because we want to be recognized by them, valued by them. In that effort, you're missing your spiritual sadhana. That is what main underlining is. साधना नहीं छूटना है, और साधना निरंतर करने से ही साध्य मिलता है. उसमें इन सब चीजों का अंतर नहीं लाना चाहिए. That's the idea. So 3 slokas more are there of Bhagavan Krishna that we'll see tomorrow. 1, 2. This Kalka वाला, ये 33 वाला तो सुपर है. ऐसे ब्राह्मण को नमस्ते शिरसा असकृत, सैकड़ों सैकड़ों बार मैं उस ब्राह्मण देवता को सर झुकाकर प्रणाम करता हूँ. That Brahmana who has got these 5-6 qualities. And whoever have this quality, they are Brahmana. भगवान कहते मैं उनको सर झुकता हूँ. सर झुकाकर I do pranam to him. Devatas may be doing मेरा उपासना, that's okay. But I do pranam to these Brahmanas. Great topic it is. I really like it very much. ऐसे भागवत में तो स्वादु स्वादु पदे पदे. Anyway, let us enjoy tomorrow. Then we'll start as tomorrow only. If possible, रुक्मिणी देवी संदेश. एक पूरा दिन लगेगा वो. कल हम यही पोर्शन कर कर हो सके तो परसों या कल थोड़ा टच करके रिपीट करते हुए डे आफ्टर वी सी रुक्मिणी संदेश. Very good. It is very simple, very direct. She just requests, Lord, please come and take me. If not, I will die. Prema Patra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnamevavashishyate. Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. तत्सवितुरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य प्राणाय पारव्यानोदानाय समानाय ब्रह्मणे ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेनन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्मसमाधिरन्नं चतुर्विधं स्वादुरसैषधिकं भक्षमनवेद्यमृतदुरितां मध्ये मध्ये मधुमाने उत्तरावशस्वादभक्षणाशमन ताम्बूलनीराजनाञ्च दर्शयामि. ॐ नीलमेघश्याम कृष्ण नित्यजगन्मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदान्तवेद्य नवनीतचोर कृष्ण नित्यमङ्गलं भक्त जनाधार कृष्ण परमदयावार्थी कृष्ण मुक्तिसन्धाय कृष्ण मूर्ति गीतामृतदात परमयोगीश कृष्ण पार्थ. ओम न तत्र सूर्योपादारकं नेमामि तवानुतमहि नारायणाय विद्महे नमो ब्रह्मादिन्यं आ ब्रह्मलोकादेवी मे गुरुर्व्याख्यातां. ओम नारायणाय विद्महे श्री कुरुक्षेत्र व्यासाय योगनाथ. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेद व्यास सुखदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. श्री सूत महामुनि परीक्षितादि भागवत श्रोता की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. बोलो सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तनं गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त साधक श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक Upasaka Jignasu Dharma Samsthavaka Mandali Ki Jai. Thank you. May we pray always for those who are relentlessly working for Sanatana Dharma. They be filled with all strengths, energies, resources, so that their sevas are continued without any interruptions. Mm. Thank you. 2 minutes, join for Adhyatma Ramayana.